Speaking of food, we got a controversy here. I just unearthed it because I went out into the kitchen. Paulie brought in Dunkin' Donuts and a dozen. So everybody, there's 12 of us who work here. Everybody could have a donut. And I go out there and they're chopped up. And I thought that maybe somebody was mocking me because I, of course, being fit and ripped, would only have a little piece of a donut, not an entire donut. And I was told, just take the whole donut next time. Don't just take a piece. It's not like I bite it off and then I put the rest of it back in. I actually used a fork and cut it. Well, I go back and I open the box and it looks like people have been eating them and then leaving part of the donuts in there. And I said to the big German, I said, let's look at the surveillance camera from the kitchen and see if you can come up with who chopped up the donuts. Yes, Seton?
Now, what's so funny about the carnage that's been left, as it's been described, carnage in the kitchen, is that I think popular etiquette would say cutting the donuts into pieces so everyone can have some of the different kinds is actually the right thing to do. But in our funny little world, the best thing to do is just take the whole donut. I might be off on this, but I think common etiquette would say it's nicer to cut up the donut than to just take a whole one.
I have a confession here.
To your office?
Somebody just sent a confession.
Oh.
Yes, Paulie.
I just like to say, there's enough donuts for everyone to have one. Just grab one, take it back to your desk, do whatever you want with it when you leave with it. You could eat half of it, you could eat all of it. But don't cut it in like thirds.
Okay.
Or don't take a little wedge out of it, because then people are turned off. It's a slap in the face to donut lovers everywhere.
Well, here is the donut confession. And it reads as follows. I ate a full donut and then chopped some of the other ones up to see if Paulie would go in and check the box later on. Paulie did not check. I did. That confession is from our cameraman, Weeks. So, Weeks, thank you. Thank you.
But, Weeks had a full donut, by the way.
Well, I think he did, but just saying. Todd, we're not doing other gripes around here.
Yeah, there's no suggestion box. I can't be anonymous.
Okay, go ahead, Todd. Todd's got a bathroom issue.
Well, you would think you would think that I could pick up a bathroom issue. I've noticed that recently that there's been some bad aim with throwing the hand towels into the actual garbage can, making more work for our cleaning person, where for some reason, and the garbage isn't even filled up. There's plenty of room to put garbage in, and I don't know who's doing it, but for some reason they feel like putting it on the floor next to it's okay. Right. And not flushing. I think flushing is kind of a mandatory thing after you do your business.
Well, let's go to the surveillance camera of people using the... No, we don't have cameras in there. Yes, Eden.
I can sort of co-sign on some of Todd's gripe there.
Well, I didn't know if
Although
this
the
was...
towels on the floor, that to me isn't the biggest issue in the bathroom because carnage is the correct word. Yeah. And it's like, wow, you got to leave it the way you found it.
Leave it where you found it is a good phrase by Seton. If you look back and it looks like a crime scene, maybe tidy up.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason that they leave that brush right next to the bathroom. Okay. That's why it's there. Okay. That's why it's there, is to clean up after yourself.
Okay. Anything else that we want to get off our chest? Yeah, Paulie?
Just a side note there. Todd is very protective of the cleaning person because it's the only person that Todd speaks to in this building on a regular basis.
That's true. And because I spend so much time in the bathroom, I'm in particular want it to be extra clean if I'm going to be hanging out in there so long. I don't want to see towels on the floor and no one flushing after they pee.
Todd, it's an attractive woman who comes in and cleans.
Yeah, she's in good shape.
That's the reason why you have this soft spot in your heart. If it was a guy who was doing this, you would not care about.
I'd probably be a little less sensitive, but still, it doesn't take away the fact that flushing and throwing the hand towel in the can are very easy things to do. It requires no heavy lifting.
Okay. I mean, we're a small company here, and we have 12 people, but Weeks did come forward and say that he's the one who chopped up the donuts, and we'll try to find out,
That's fair.
Message sent to everybody about going into the bathrooms here and, leaving it as you left. Yes, Eden.
My favorite part of the donut thing is that while we were all like, oh boy, let's get the videotape. We got to go to security camera, see who cut up the donuts. Weeks is just standing in here silently.
I know he sent me an email as I started this. He's like, I got a confession to make. And I went, Weeks?
He's like 10 feet to my right, or to my left, rather, and you would never know it. He's as quiet as a mouse.
Well done, Weeks. Well done.